about matter. We see many things around us. Some are living beings, some are non-living things, some are natural, some are man-made. The example of living thing like animal, plant, human being, these all are living being. Non-living being, stone, water, soil, these are non-living things. Natural, plant, animal, soil, and many more. And man-made, car, toy, book, pencil, these things are man-made. So all kinds of things, whether it is living, non-living, natural, man-made, all these things are made up of matter. All these things are made up of matter. And as you see, whether it is animal, stone, plant, car, water or air, whatever it is, it occupies space as well as it has some weight. So we can define matter that it has mass or weight and occupy space. This is known as matter. Anything that has mass or occupies space is known as matter. Or second definition we can write: anything that has mass, or you can write weight, and occupy space is known as matter. So all these things are made up of matter, whether animal, plant, human being, stone, water, soil, whatever it is made up of matter. Now we will see after this composition of matter, that this matter is made up of which thing. First you note down. Now we will know about composition of matter, that from which thing this matter is made up of. Suppose I am taking example of this chalk. First I am breaking this chalk into two, then again small pieces, then again small pieces, and the smallest piece I got, that piece is known as atom. The smallest piece which I can see, that smallest piece is known as atom. So we can say this matter is made up of atom, and this atom is the smallest unit which do not have independent existence. This atom is the smallest possible unit of matter. This atom is the smallest possible unit of matter which do not have independent existence, and after this atom we cannot break this atom into pieces. This is the last piece. It does not have independent existence. Independent existence means it cannot survive lonely, means you cannot see this atom lonely. It will be find out in the form of molecule, means two or more atoms are combined together and then you can see this thing. You cannot see atom directly. So after atom we will come to know molecule. Molecule is also independent. Molecule is also smallest part, but it is having independent nature, means it is found independent existence. Now molecule is also the smallest unit of any matter which exhibits all the properties of that matter, and it has independent existence. Here only it is different from atom, that atom is not having independent existence, but this molecule is having independent existence. So we can define this molecule as it is the smallest unit of matter which exhibit all the properties of that matter and it has independent existence. It has independent existence. Now what do you mean by independent existence? Independent existence means we can see this in the form. It is found in nature. This atom we cannot found in nature freely, but these molecules are found in nature freely. So first you note down, then we will see next. Now to clear the concept of this molecule and atom, let us see some examples at that what is the difference between atom and molecule. So here I have taken example of hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas, its formula is H2. So to make hydrogen gas, we have to combine two atoms. This is one atom of hydrogen, and again I have to take another atom of hydrogen. When I combine these two atoms of hydrogen, this will give one molecule of hydrogen gas. This is one atom of hydrogen. This is also one atom of hydrogen. This is one molecule of hydrogen. One molecule of hydrogen gas. So we can say that to obtain one molecule of hydrogen gas, we need to combine two atoms of hydrogen. Or we can say when two atoms of hydrogen combine together, they form one molecule of hydrogen gas. This is first example. Now see second example, nitrogen gas. Nitrogen gas formula is N2. Now to make this nitrogen gas, we will take one nitrogen atom plus another nitrogen atom. When these two atoms of nitrogen combine together, they will form nitrogen gas molecule, and this is one molecule of nitrogen gas. So these are atoms which do not have independent existence, but this molecule is having independent existence. After this, some more example we can see. Third example we can see H2O. or water. Now to make this water, as you can see from formula, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. So we will take 1 atom of hydrogen, one more atom of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. When these 3 atoms combine together, they will give one molecule of H2O. This is one molecule. One molecule of water. These are atoms. This is 2 atoms of hydrogen. This is 1 atom of oxygen. Atoms of hydrogen and this is 1 atom of oxygen. Now one more example we can see. Carbon dioxide. Now to make this carbon dioxide, we need 1 carbon and 2 oxygen. So this is 1 carbon atom plus 1 oxygen atom plus 1 more oxygen atom. And these 3 combined together, they will form 1 molecule of carbon dioxide. This is 1 molecule of carbon dioxide. These are atoms. So as you can see, atoms do not have independent existence, but molecules have independent existence. So this only that 2 atoms are combining together and they are giving 1 molecule. Remember that there is 2, but it denote, this full denote 1 molecule. Okay, thank you.